we see if people come back or not. Yeah. Boo. Let me see if I can get this one to go back on. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Lori. Yeah. The internet quit again. There is no CenturyLink. And I got to go through that whole calling process again. Not what I want. I married. It's like, where did I drop off last time at? Oops. No. I don't know if there's any pins in that, sweetheart. Hi, Mary Webb. Jane. It's like, hello again. Yep. Unfortunately, trying to figure out where the heck I'm at. Because I changed the picture, so it's supposed to help me. But when your internet goes out, it's like, what the heck? ISO Terry again. And it's not going to let me have the chat. But as I was explaining on the applique, the difference between and being some little girl doesn't really want me to have two hands. I grabbed the Halloween one. And so she's got it. She's going to show you, I guess. But we have the Halloween one. And this is done with the wax paper. Up there's a pin right there. Let's move that out there. Any more pins? Okay, don't feel one. Will you leave this stuff alone, little girl? But on like this witch's face, it is done in layers. The back part of her face is one layer. And then I did the pink eyes on top. And then the black is on top of the pink. And they're all done down by blanket stitch. Yeah, you can chew on it. She's got to test it to make sure it's right, I guess. But my eyelids are on top of the eyes. They're in a whole nother layer. And the nose is another layer that I stuffed. And her little wart on her nose is 3D also. But if I start twirling, folding, whatever, let me know that I'm frozen or spinning. This is mine. Yours is this one. This one's yours. But it's like, even my ghosts are kind of appliqued on. This was wax paper with the four layers of tulle on top, and I zigzagged around the whole edge. Then I opened up these seams and put the ghosts through it. So on the back side, you actually get to see part of the ghost, which isn't going to affect anything because it's on the back side. But it gives you that effect that it's going through the fence boards. So I did There's 6 ghosts for my grandkids. There's 6 pumpkins for the great grandkids. And the black is all blanket stitched on by hand before I put it on here. The stems over top. Down here or up here. There's the cat right there next to that pumpkin. But this is the prairie points is the top of my picket fence. So it gives it more 3D. And then I have the Frankenstein with all the 3D. And then his little pants. This is a watch band belt loop. His little pockets I can put my finger in. And then hi Lori. And then here's Dracula. It's the cutesy parts of Halloween. And then there's oh, there's a surprise under here. There's a little girl. Yeah, what? What are you going to do? This is her first time of seeing this.
Okay.
Yeah? Does it pass your inspection? So, like his little pocket, I have some fabric I bought just so I could cut out a little frog. And I'm going to make a little stuffed frog for him to put in his pocket. You see? What are you going to do? Yeah? But on the ghosts, I still have to put their eyes in a little mouth feature. But all their eyelids, I can put my fingernail. 3D, I overdo. Yeah, what? She's looking at it like, what is it? Yeah. You're a goof. Hi, Gladys. Yeah, my internet, I lost CenturyLink altogether again. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. They didn't fix it very well. But even on his hands, I went back and put the fingernails. Because he's only got 3 fingers and a thumb. And his cape, they wanted it all in one color while I lined his cape. Hi, Randy. Oh, Randy says hello, Dee. Say hi, Randy. What? You can learn to buckle. And then down on these guys that have shoe, I will make them where they can tie and untie the laces. But that's something I can't put on until the quilting's done. And I have to do the hand quilting as it is. Or, yeah. I have to be in control because of this belt buckle. And the pickets on the fence. Because the pickets are loose. I could hand sew them all down, but then that defeats the purpose of doing the pickets with the prairie points. But the ghosts, you can see through the ghosts into the fence and whatnot. But this has been a project for a few years. I still have to do the cat eyes. Haven't figured out how I'm making them that small yet. I gotta learn to satin stitch better. But in the meantime, it's being tested. Quality test. Does it pass? It's like my dark skies that I got because it's Halloween, has to have dark skies. It's got the spider webs and the spiders. I still have to put a moon with a bat because it's got to have every element that's associated with fun Halloween. I don't do the mean, wicked, the cartoony type. Are you gonna go to sleep? Yeah. I think she likes it. That's for sure. She likes anything with this fabric that Grandma will let her have. But you can tell who's getting tired. We're going to try to make it till 2 o'clock. Yeah, we're going to make it till 2. Yeah? Do you look at me like that? What? You can make it till 2. Yes, you can. Randy wants to know if it tastes good. She's not getting it as wet as she does her other stuff, so I don't know. Because her other stuff gets soaked, and then I have to wash them. So they have to be finished products anymore. But, yeah. I'm hoping as she gets older that she might take a nap on her own. Yeah? Really? Are you sure? Oh, yeah? It's like, what are you doing, weirdo? Yeah, that's you. What are you going to do? Oh, you're going to start rocking already? You'd think she just woke up at noon. She wouldn't be ready for another nap. Because it's not even 2 yet. She hadn't been awake for 2 hours. And then she's going to have teriyaki chicken and rice tonight for dinner. Yeah. You going to have some teriyaki chicken and rice? You don't know? Hi, Francis. She says, hi, cutie pie. Yeah. You going to tell everybody about it? Yeah. Francis came on. It's been a long time since Francis was here. She's really grown since Francis was here. No? What's no? That's she likes the no. Yeah. Yeah, you could tell everybody a story, huh? Yes. Guarantee, Francis, everything I make has to go in her mouth. Okay. She has her own quilt block. She has her own quilt block. That's yours. Oh, you want that instead, huh? You're goofy. But it's like, I already got disconnected once. I don't want to get disconnected again. And if I have to go sit on call again, the CenturyLink went down. It's not showing up at all. Okay. Carrie's saying hi to Francis. Randy said hi to Francis. And I hope Francis is in good. It's a little fuzzy. Yeah. Seems like that's what happens. I don't know why. We got such good connections. I can't afford to move to a bigger town for better internet. This is what we have. I need my backup internet, which is my phone. I need to get another one, maybe go a different company, just so I have one internet, not two trying to fight. But I was trying to do this, but this isn't working. And you can see there's a flower missing. Oh, there it is. I didn't get it pinned on before tornado or octopus got back here. She's definitely into everything. She's like, no. There's pins in that one. It's no. But I'm trying to get this set up so I can applicate this behind her back while she's napping. Because she naps best, definitely on grandma, because she's not choking as much. Because she lays down, that phlegm just starts building up. But it's like I wanted to come back on and tell you guys what happened again. Good old country bumpkin living. Yeah, what? Applicate is a fun, Jennifer. This here is just my imagination and coloring book pages. Figuring out. You want to go night-night? Okay. What? I need that clapper fish that pats your butt. This is the only girl that can go 0 to 60, as we call. Ouch! Yeah? She can be wide awake talking with you. And then she rubs her head a couple times and she's out. Yeah. What? Yeah, you're going to beat up grandma? You're going to beat up grandma? Yeah? What? Where do you want it? What are you going to do with it? Yeah, that's grandma's. Well, we'll throw it up here. Grandchildren, I have 6. And then I have 2 foreign exchange grandchildren, so I have 8. But it's like, and then the 6 great grandkids. And that's what the pumpkins are. And it's like I have 1, 2, 3 pumpkins on here so far. Trying to figure out where to put the pumpkins. Because I said, you guys got to get it approved by me first. Because it's like, now I got to figure out where to put. So there's going to be another pumpkin up on the fence. You can say peekaboo. Yeah. So I figure there's going to be another one up on the fence. And of course, another 1 or 2 on the on the bottom. Yeah, in the pumpkin patch. That's where the pumpkins need to be. But there could always be another one. I was trying to figure out where to put a trick or treat sign, but haven't had any luck on that. But I am going to put a border on this. I was going to quit at this width. I could put pumpkins in. I'm going to do a log cabin block to go around it. The blocks, I should say. I could always put the pumpkin on the outside there. But it's one of those things. It's work. I'll see if I can't get it hung up and get a picture of it and put it on the cover of something here. No, you don't need the iron either. But it's like just working on the ghosts was fun. Oh, I just felt, was that a pin or just a rough spot? Because if they're pins, they got to be taken out. But yeah, I got more pumpkins. So I'm going to draw like a big, long, skinny pumpkin so I can sit them in like a clump of 3 maybe on the bottom. But yeah, coloring book pages, they work great for this. Oh, now it's saying I need to plug in. I thought it was plugged in. When I picked it up, I must have unplugged it. Okay, because my light went dim. We got a few more minutes. What? Yeah, you gonna sew? What are you gonna sew? She always unthreads it. That's for sure. I don't know how you can sew holding her. Okay. And that was from Lynn Lockhart. But today is not a sewing with her day. No, it's not. She's into everything. Yeah, my featherweight will never be safe around her. But Randy, did you get that Quilt of Valor thing in your messenger? This is a couple little things you have to ask Donnie about. But that's all it takes to enter a Quilt of Valor. And my request was 172,000 quilts was awarded. It was an award number 172,000 and something. And now it's at 300 and something, I think. It tells you how many quilts there are. But the Quilt of Valor site, they ask for donation blocks if you just want to send blocks in. There's a gal that's taking blocks, and then they put the blocks together and make quilts for Quilts of Valor. Last I knew, there was like 30,000 quilts needed. And then they worry about the size and all the information. And they will still include your name on the list of the quilt being made. Because I seen that. You can send it in with all sorts of information. So I got to get to making some of those. I try to send out a dozen every year. Whoops. But their blocks, the patterns, when they're done, usually don't have points that have to stay within a 1/4 inch of the edge because they've had too many points not show up. So they've designed patterns. And I forget what the block was. I saved the site. It's like, because I sent Randy the attachment. And if you do give a Quilt of Valor yourself, it doesn't take much to register it. I enjoyed registering mine that I've given. And I've been included in several more. What? but it's quiltofvalor.org. I'm Mona. The little rugrat doesn't want me to do much today. She says, "Hi, baby girl." She says, "Hi." Yeah. She says, "Hi." Yeah. Are you being sweet? Ouch, no. As she grabs that neck skin down there. Her little fingernails are one sharp thing. But being she's not doing much, I was showing how to applique different techniques on this one. And then I lost connection altogether. Our internet went out. So then I was showing my Halloween one. All the fun you can do with applique. I call this one a self-portrait, Randy. That's me. That's a self-portrait. Peek-boo. Peek-boo. Yeah. What? Yeah. So glad to saying hi to Mona. but it's getting close to, she didn't fall asleep this time on my lap, because normally she's asleep by 1:30. Yeah. And then I would sew something. but we're staying on till 2, and then we're gonna call it quits. So she can sleep off camera and I can go cough. I gotta enlarge this up so I can see what the chat is. Is it just me, or does, says Gayla, anyone else think that Rich looks like Randy? That witch? Yeah. But I am going to border it with log cabin blocks. Well, it doesn't matter. It's like if it's that one that looks like Randy or that one. But I have to say, I think all these guys are cute. So I guess we think Randy's cute. This one here. This has been my favorite. I've liked him so well. I made him twice. You are. But each time I add something else to it. And then Melinda says, "That's not fair." It's like, she says, "Mine doesn't have that." I said, "You're lucky you have one, because Ronnie and Casey don't have one." And she said she'll share. She'll let them look at it, because she's already planning when she inherits this. Yeah. Randy is cute. But nobody could be as cute as this little monster. Okay, Kathy. Yep, it's 2:00. But I told her, I said, I'm going to make her be a little Dorothy. I want to make her a little Dorothy outfit so she can be like her mom. Yep, she is the cutest. This hug's for Auntie Terry and everybody out there. Here's the hug. Because you can tell what she's ready to do. Tell everybody bye. Say, see you next week. Yeah. But thanks everybody for coming back on and finding me again. And we'll see you next week. If not on the internet someplace. Auntie Terry says, "Aw, see you, sweetie. Feel yeah. We just gotta get through this 4 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever it is. But I will have the great rest of my day. Bye, everybody."